Good morning. We're making our way out of the Garfield Ridge Shelter. Let's see if I can do this without dropping the camera or falling. But we had a lot of people there. It's one of the busiest places I'd ever seen on the entire trail, basically. The shelter was big enough for 12, and it's funny, like when I rolled in, I was the first one in the shelter, and then very shortly afterwards, everybody else started rolling in. Oh my goodness, yeah, I can't do this with the camera. Okay, so I'll finish up here and then turn the camera around so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Anyway, packed shelter. We had like 15 people, a couple in the tent sites already around, and then someone else came in and they were like, hey, there's 10 more coming behind me. So I don't know where everybody fit, but that was cool. Today the weather is holding off until like noon or 1 o'clock, which is awesome. The roughest stuff of the day is going to be the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours anyway. So if I can get up over all these next couple of mountains, we got the South Twin coming up, which is the big one, very steep up. Then we're kind of on a ridge, ups and downs, and then it dips way down. So hopefully I can get down into the depression wherever it dips down, and then get weathered on there. Should be fine. And then I can get into the Ethan Pond shelter. So that's the goal for today. Anyway, check out this descent. Here's the rest of the descent down Garfield. We're going right down where the water source was trickling down, so we're basically going down a waterfall right now. This is like severe 80-degree down, severe rocky. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the camera away, but crazy. Here's the split off for the Galehead hut. One of the big AMC huts up here. It's just around the corner up there. I'm gonna skip it. Got no time for it. We're in a race against the weather. We're climbing South Twin, 0.8. This is gonna be the monster climb for the day. I gotta get up and over this, across the ridge, and then start dropping down before the weather hits. Here's the top of South Twin. This is the hardest part of the day's done. Now we'll start a little bit of a downhill going that way. I think the terrain's going to be like this for a few miles at least, but with some ups and downs, but easier to kind of cruise and walk on at least. Little exposed rock section for a bit. Here's the top of Mount Guyot. Still clouded in. There's a side trail for the summit of Zealand Mountain up that way. We're pretty much as high as it's going to go, so I'm not going to go up there. Plus, I'm still in the race for the weather. We are continuing on the AT. Soon, though, I think maybe even at this point, it's going to be all downhill from here. We're going to have a big down. 3 miles from here is the Zealand Falls hut. I think I'm going to poke my head in there for a little bit and just see what type of amenities they got. Oh, one thing I didn't mention is when I was at the last, the Garfield shelter, I picked up the little coupon voucher thing, so any other stays that I stay at a shelter or a campsite is half price, so it was $10 that I paid last night, and then from here on out, if I stay at another shelter in this area, it'll be only $5, and then I get, from one of the huts, I get 1 free soup and 2 free baked goods, whatever that is. At any of the huts, but it's like 1 soup or 2 goods total, if that makes sense. So I may use my voucher and get lunch soup or something at the Zealand hut. I'm undecided. I gotta check it out and see what they got even. I think we're less than a mile from the Zealand Falls hut at this point. It's starting to sprinkle rain a little bit. Well, we made it to the Zealand Falls hut. I'm gonna stop in here for a minute, see what type of amenities we can get. It rained pretty good for like the last half hour.
Let me know how it is, because also I'm new to soup.
Oh, cool.
So if you have any pointers.
Alright, we're back on trail. Had a very nice little break at the Zealand Falls hut. And let's see, I got my free soup. That was a lentil soup. It was pretty good. And then I got 1 free baked good, which was like a little blueberry muffin thing. I got a coffee. Oh man, this is hard to do. And a couple of Snickers bars, because they're good. And then they could have just a few things to buy. You could get like Snickers bars or Luna bars. They just had a very small number of those if you wanted to get a couple extra bars. But eventually here, I think it's only like a 0.1 more downhill, and then the trail's supposed to even out. Very nice. And then we can basically run 5 miles an hour. The trail turns out so good apparently. To the Ethan Pond shelter is where we're ending up for tonight, and that's about 5 miles away. So once the trail turns nice, see if I can speed walk it the rest of the way, and we'll just get to the shelter as quick as we can and start drying stuff out. I think we made it to the bottom. Flattest trail I've seen in a long time. Oh, cool. This whole exposed rock area. I think we got a break in the weather. I don't know if it'll rain on us for the next 2 hours or so for me to get to the shelter site, but here's hoping. This trail section is such a nice break from everything else we've been over. I'm always comparing it to North and South Kinsman, as North Kinsman was being, the worst thing I've ever seen. So like everything else, yesterday over Franconia Ridge, that was super easy. It was just stair-stepping for hours. Today, easy, relatively. And then looking ahead, it's always hard to tell exactly what it's going to be like, but there's not as vertical ups and downs. It looks like it mellows out a lot more. We're still, going to be climbing huge mountains, and we got Mount Washington coming up and all that, but it's not straight up, which will be cool. So we'll see that all when we get there. Well, the quick easy section only lasted like 2 miles or so. We've had a lot more of this lately. It's kind of like swampy, bog, muggy mess with the boards and lots of roots. It's just slow going. Oh, made it to the split off Ethan Pond shelter. This is going to be home for the night. Just a little bit down here. Oh, we're just about to get to the shelter, but here's Ethan Pond itself. Oh, here's the shelter. I figured I'd be the first one here. It's only like a little after 2 o'clock. I'm definitely on the early side. Oh, let's see. Caretaker's off to the right. Okay, I need to go find the caretaker and check in. Well, so far around here it's just me, no caretaker yet. They're probably doing a shift change or something for the week or however long their stints are, so they just haven't shown up yet because I'm super early. As I said, it's only a little after 2 o'clock or so. So I'm just going to get settled in and see if anybody else rolls in at some point. I guess some of the people from the shelter we're definitely going to aim to come here. But I'm just going to relax and take care of the usual, catch up on videos and all that kind of stuff. So I'll check back later. Well, it dumped rain on us for a little bit, and now it's just clearing up nicely. So now we got this gorgeous, picture-perfect view of the pond out here. And now, I think I'm just going to get settled into the shelter and get ready to go to bed. It was nice just sitting out by the pond and the sun and drying stuff out and stuff for a little bit. It's a nice chill spot out here. There's still no caretaker, so I think tonight is going to be free for everybody. But this is normally a pay site. I don't know why there's not a caretaker here, but whatever. Free for us. It's there's a good number of people that have trickled in. We're just about at full, but we're definitely not as crazy max capacity as we were at the last place. Which is nice. There may be a couple other people that trickle in, but we're definitely mostly full here. So, again, it's time to sign off, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys all in the morning. Good morning. We're up and out of the shelter. Free stay overnight. And from here, it's only like 3 miles. We're gonna get a descent into Crawford Notch, and then we're gonna have to try to get there's a all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet that we've discovered at the AMC Highland Center, which is 3 miles up the road. So we're gonna see if we can get a hitch and get an awesome breakfast. It's just one of those unexpected, opportune moments. We'll try that for a bit. If we can't get a hitch after a while, I guess we'll just keep going. But that's the goal for this morning, is to try to get a breakfast there for a little bit. And then bouncing around different options for how far to push today. May end up at the Nauman campsite or try to get into the Lakes of the Clouds hut if we can get a room there, maybe, or a bunk or whatever. So I'll keep you updated as we figure things out throughout the day. Easy trail down to Crawford Notch. And now we're down out of the woods. We're about to hit the main road. We made sweet time coming down. It was just a nice, easy cruise. And then we just happened to randomly run into a guy that this other guy I'm with had met previously. And he was like, "Hey guys, you need a ride or anything?" And so it's like, actually, we are looking to a ride. So he's getting his car, he's gonna pick us up, and we're gonna go straight to destroy a breakfast buffet. So that is gonna be pretty sweet. And we'll check back in when we get there, I guess. We're in breakfast buffet. Alright, we're back at the trail. That was a pretty easy hitch. We got less than 5 minutes and we randomly got picked up once we were done with breakfast and everything. We got reservations booked. We're actually going to stay at the hut at Lakes of the Clouds. So that was like $150 or something with a non-member rate. And that's 11.4 from here, it looks like. So back on trail. We got the lodge tonight. That comes with dinner and breakfast in the morning. But it's really basic, like staying in a bunk room with no other amenities. So out of here, Crawford Notch, we are some kind of trail magic maybe, or nothing, I don't know. Out of here, it's gonna be a really steep climb for like 2 miles or something, and then we're back up on the top of the ridge. Then it looks like the trail is really easy up on the top of the ridge, so hopefully we can make it there in good time. They start serving the dinner at 6, and they said it kind of goes really quick because there's not like a 6 to 9 dinner hour. It's like dinner at 6, everybody goes in, everybody eats, and they start cleaning up. So we were able to talk to when we booked our reservations. They're gonna hold dinner for us if we're late. So I think we're good. We'll start this massive climb out of here. And also, I was just gonna say, like, I'm feeling good. Like, we were there for, I don't know, over 2 hours or something, I think, just with getting the breakfast, and then we had to wait till the reservation desk opened up at Lakes of the Clouds, so we had to sit there anyway. So it was just nice to kind of chill and relax and get a full all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet. Totally worth it. Totally worth it to stop in there. Easy hitch in and out. So now, bellies are full, feeling rested, feeling good, ready for the big climb. Steeper and steeper as we go. This should be the steepest part of the day though, I think. Just getting up, back up to the ridgeline. Here's some of the views we've been missing. I think Franconia Ridge was off that way somewhere, so we've come over those peaks. Come down off of those peaks. Garfield and stuff must be somewhere back that way. Get down there. There's the parking lot. This thing. Somewhere's down that road. Further off in the distance is where we had breakfast, down around the corner. And we're continuing up this way somewhere. I think we're pretty much on the ridge, and now at this point we're a steady continuous uphills and stuff, and we'll hit different peaks of different presidentials now. So we're officially in the presidential range. But it won't be as dramatically uphill steep anymore. Ah, I love it. I love it up here. The views. You finally get views. Oh man, look at this trail. That's just awesome. Well, there's still lots of broken rocky area and still kind of technical, so can't really move that fast yet. We're still not yet to the summit of Webster, and there are some serious rock scrambles going on.
I think we maybe wanted to go through there.
Okay. Lead the way. Okay, here's a mile marker sign. So we've officially gone over Mount Webster. That was a quick summit. And now we're bouncing to, what's the next one? I can't remember. Jackson, I think. Mount Jackson's the next one. Mizpah Hut, we'll pass that. That's going to be the next water source, 2.9. Crawford Path, we've heard, I think that's maybe where the trail is easy-ish, but we'll see as we bounce between the summits here. But that last mile was definitely some rugged terrain and some rock scrambles to get to the top of Webster. We'll see how that continues. Summit of Mount Jackson. Mizpah Hut, 1.7. As we get higher and higher, getting better and better views. Just waiting for a view where we can see, like, directly where we're headed. Mount Washington and stuff off in the distance. But there's maybe this way. Let's see. Yeah, so back up there, that's gonna be like Washington up in the clouds. Yeah, so there's a good view of maybe that's the Mizpah Hut down there, straight ahead on this ridge line. Maybe that's where we're going. That's a cool view. Back on trail. We got so far to go. I think the pointy peak over that way Lakes of the Clouds huts, I think, is on the back side of that one. 6+ miles from here. So that's what we're doing today. It's a bit of walking looking at it from here. Made it to the Mizpah Spring Hut. Just gonna stop in here for some water refill real quick. A really good uphill out of the Mizpah Hut. Climbing Mount Purist. I think this is the last peak we actually hit today. The next two will actually be going around them, but close enough. Made it to the summit of Mount Pierce. And then looking ahead, so that first big bald peak we come to, that's Eisenhower. And then we go across, the little pointy one is, oh, I can't remember, I was just looking at it, Monroe. That one's Monroe. And then right on the backside of Monroe is the Lakes in the Clouds hut. We're now working our way around. There's the top of Eisenhower. We're not going to be able to summit that one because the AT doesn't go up there. And we'll do the same for Monroe coming up. That's the spiky, pointy one up ahead. We'll go around it. And this is just about as clear as you can see Mount Washington. There's just a little wisp of cloud just right over the top, so we won't be able to see the observatory or the buildings or anything, but there's Washington in the background. We're getting some good wind gusts now. Definitely in the 40-mile-an-hour range, if not more. And this one is the peak of Mount Franklin. This one we are going up and over. Here's the top of Franklin. We're getting closer. Oh, I can see a tower on top of Washington, so you can just barely see some structure up there. Washington is just buried in the clouds. And then that next peak, pointiest peak, I think is Monroe. Backside of that is our destination. And we're less than 2 miles at this point. 1.5 miles maybe by now. We're getting there. Let's see if I'm gonna zoom in on Washington as this cloud rolls by. Let's see if we can see anything up there. Yeah, not really. A little bit of a tower is all I can tell. Here's looking back a little bit. Just gorgeous view. Just row after row after row of mountains in the background. And there is the last presidential today, is Monroe. We're skirting around it, and the hut is right on the other side. This is it. There's our hut. Lakes of the Clouds. Looks really nice from here. Now, I think this is supposed to be the biggest, most popular kind of hut I've really only ever seen. Well, there's two that I've been in now, I guess. Mizpah, and I keep forgetting the other one. Something, Zealand Falls. That's the other one I checked out. But this place looks awesome. And we're just in time for dinner, so we'll drop our packs, use the restroom real quick, and get fed in a very, very expensive dinner. Okay, here's what the bunk room kind of looks like. I'm gonna settle in here at the bottom. It looks like each of the bunks is a triple, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 3 in each of the rooms, and there's multiple rooms. I think this is the largest lodge with like
capacity is 90.
90, yeah, 90 people. That's awesome. So there we go. We're like, what, 15 minutes till dinner is served. I think I'm gonna put some warmer clothes on because there's no heat, but it's not that cold. And we'll check back in when we get some food and we'll see what that looks like.
There's some really
So first course, we got soup and hot chocolate.
balsamic,
There's the salad course.
you know.
Yeah, he did.
There's
He did
the
it
corn
for.
dish.
I think he did this.
There's the main course is a Thai curry.
It's a difficult thing.
when they
And here's our
go
dessert.
in, they go over that.
Hey, we're done with dinner. I'm gonna go get the rest of my bunk set up. It's sunset set, so it's bedtime. I'm tired. We're gonna have an awesome day tomorrow. We did an awesome day today, and I'm just gonna sign off here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the morning.